Traditional method. What is traditional method? The traditional method of cost accounting refers to the allocation of manufacturing overhead costs to the products manufactured. The traditional method assigns or allocates the factory's indirect costs to the items manufactured on the basis of volume, such as the number of units produced, the direct labor hours, or the production machine hours. Next is full cost plus pricing. Full cost plus pricing is a price setting method under which you add together the direct material costs, direct labor costs, selling and administrative costs, and overhead costs for a product and add to it a markup percentage to create a profit margin in order to derive the price of the product. When is full cost plus pricing method can be used? This method is most commonly used in situations where products and services are provided based on the specific requirements of the customer. Thus, there is reduced competitive pressure and no standardized product being provided. The method may also be used to set long-term prices that are sufficiently high to ensure a profit after all costs have been incurred.
Why are full cost plus pricing preferred to be used? There are many advantages to using full cost plus pricing. One of the advantages is it is simple. It's quite easy to derive a product price using this method since it is based on a simple formula. The standard formula can be derived at almost any level of an organization. Secondly, it's likely to earn profit. As long as the budget assumption used to derive the price turns out to be correct, a company is very likely going to earn a profit on sales if it uses this method to calculate prices. And lastly, justifiable. As a supplier, we can persuade our customer of the need for a price increase by showing that the prices are based on costs and that those costs have increased. This way, our customer will be assured that our increase in price are reasonable. On the other hand, there are some downsides to full cost plus pricing. One of them being, it ignores competition. If a company set its product price based on the full cost plus formula, they may be surprised when their competitors are charging at substantially different prices. Also, it ignores price elasticity. The company may be pricing too high or too low in comparison to what buyers are willing to pay. So, it either ends up pricing too low and giving away potential profits, or pricing too high and achieving minor revenues.
Full cost plus can be applied in situations like, for example, the company incurred production costs amounted 2,500,000 and admin costs amounted 1 million. The company wants to earn a profit markup of 100,000 and expected to sell 200 units of its product. Thus, in order to get the cost per unit using full cost method is by dividing the total cost 3,600,000 with the units produced. Therefore, the cost per unit of the product is 18 ringgit.
Firstly, what is marginal cost plus pricing? Marginal cost plus pricing is the practice of setting the price of a product at or slightly above the variable cost to produce it, which means instead of adding a percentage to total cost, this method adds a percentage to marginal cost. Next, when a company will use this type of pricing, marginal cost plus pricing is usually used for short-term decision making. This situation usually arises in two circumstances. The first one is when a company has a small amount of remaining unused production capacity available that it wishes to use, or the second one, when a company is unable to sell at a higher price when the demand is low.
Next, on how to calculate selling price using marginal cost plus pricing. First, we need to add variable cost and profit in order to get the selling price. For example, a company has a direct material of 100 ringgit and direct labor of 200 ringgit. Therefore, the total variable cost is 300 ringgit. Then the company wishes to have a profit markup by 20% equivalent to Rm60 ringgit profit. Then selling price will be 360 ringgit. So from this example, we can see that the company practice uses marginal cost plus pricing, where they sell their product slightly higher than marginal cost. Why do the company use marginal cost plus pricing? First, the company can earn additional profit. The company can earn additional profit by attracting extremely price-sensitive customers with occasional offerings of low prices. Second, the company wants to increase market penetration. Marginal cost pricing can be used to initially gain entry into a new market by attracting new price-conscious buyers. Number 3, when the company wants to increase accessory sales. For example, a company will sell a printer at a lower price from marginal costing, but still earn profit because they will sell in cartridge at a higher price. Fourth, the company wants to eliminate excess capacity or inventory. Marginal cost pricing is useful to move excess inventory or capacity quickly.
What does the minimum pricing means? A minimum pricing is a price that is not allowed to fall below this level. It is the price which a business should not sell or manufacture a product. Determining a minimum selling price based on relevant costing is a fairly simple process. Relevant costing as a standalone refers to analyzing the cost of a business decision based on the expenses that are relevant in the present time. The minimum pricing is essentially the break-even point for that given sale. Any pricing above the absolute minimum results in profits.
Why a company sells at minimum selling price? So the first one is to clear old stocks. When a company is facing financial difficulties, they will set price at minimum in order to clear old stock. The second one is to entertain special order. When minimum selling price is greater than price of special order, we should reject special order and vice versa. The last one is to compete with competitors. Company use this method in order to attract more customer and gain more profit. When to use minimum pricing? Minimum pricing is used when a company want to utilize excess capacity, and the next one is when operating activity of a company is under distress, and lastly when a company faced with sharp competition on particular orders under a competitive binding situation.
How minimum price is calculated? Minimum price equals to variable cost plus opportunity cost if any plus avoidable fixed cost if any. For example, a baseball stadium is nearly sold out and the game is already halfway finished, but a fan arrived late and wants to purchase a ticket. Do you sell the ticket to the fan? And at what price? The solution is every cost outside of the ticket booth employee is already accounted for, so the employee is the only relevant cost. The general admission seating price was $20. What do you charge arrivals who show after the halfway point? If it costs $10 per hour to keep the ticket office staff past the halfway point and you average 2 people per hour, charging half-price admissions maintains profitability. The absolute minimum pricing is $10 to break even on the ticket booth employee. Pricing higher than the minimum makes each person a profitable customer.